Top conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I just saw Errol Spence interview with the Breakfast Club. I just want you guys to know everything. More often than not, things are intentional. Uh, I don't know if you guys put the pieces together, but Errol Spence being, I'll just tell you guys. I'll give you guys one bean, okay? Errol Spence was on immediately after Terrence Crawford, right? And you know, Charlemagne the God works or has worked for PBC in the past. Most notable, he did the call out for the schedule for 20s for the first half of this year. You guys remember they did that announcement after the Errol Spence fight versus Lamont Peterson. So everything has a plan. I don't think he planned Terrence Crawford, but he intentionally planned Errol Spence after Terrence Crawford. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think that was genius. Errol Spence is making his way to ESPN today. He's on a week tour, promotional tour after the fight, and I think it's just a great move by him. So I'm looking forward to it. But the highlights of it, he didn't talk about him knocking down Adrian Broner in sparring. That's obviously his friend. But he did say he's something about going to the cliff. Falling off the deep end or something like that. It was just very casual, very calm. And these guys can promote this fight. These guys are very cerebral, very much understand the moment, and could potentially be a good fight. But he said he wants Danny Garcia over Sean Porter. And if you put the pieces together, he said in an interview I did last week, Sean Porter is a tough fighter for anyone. So if you put what he said last week, Sean Porter is a tough fighter for anyone, and he said he would rather face Danny Garcia. we all know when we think a fighter thinks another fighter's food, right? So at the end of the day, he believes Sean Porter will be a tougher fight than Danny Garcia. And he wants to fight Keith Thurman. Errol Spence wants to fight everybody at the end of the day. And I believe every fighter wants to fight everyone at the end of the day. But economics and business plays a huge part in what you're navigating and what address you put in your navigation system. You know what I mean? So I'm enjoying this. Hopefully Terrence Crawford is still on his promotion tour. Errol Spence is going to hit up ESPN and whatever outlets are in New York and so on and so forth. So that'll be thoroughly exciting. What else we got? What else he said in the interview? Obviously, Charlemagne told him about telling him Terrence Crawford can beat him. I mean, he's going to beat Terrence Crawford. And he talked about the nerves that he's had. Very honest, you know. I thought it was very forthright. Charlemagne didn't ask the follow-up questions that I wanted him to ask, but you know, he's not a boxing journalist. He's a lifestyle journalist, and that's his job, to hit every key point, right? He don't have to be introspective on a boxer per se. You know what I mean? He's a hip hop head as opposed to, but he loves boxing though. Every PBC event in New York, he's always been there, sitting ringside. So he's actually, you know, his knowledge of boxing has been real keen. You know what I mean? In the last couple of boxing interviews he's done, you know, from the Oscar De La Hoya up until now, you know, Peter Quillen was on there. So many boxers. I don't want to not name Sean Porter's and so on and so forth. So, but anyways, man, yeah, man. So they're building this fight. They're building Errol Spence name cachet, and we'll see what happens. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter coming soon. Errol Spence versus TBA coming soon, and Terrence Crawford got a cakewalk to get to any destination he wanted to get to, man. He has a cakewalk. I mean, and second of all, I want to thank my subscriber who sent me the video, who sent it to my DM. I appreciate you. I'm sitting there in the car charging charging my car at the charging station. I was like, let me watch this. So I genuinely appreciate you guys. I got 15 more minutes till it's fully charged. So, so yeah, man, it's just it's gonna be a hell of a fight if they get the regard. They fighting each other regardless, man. You know what I mean? Don't, boxing fans, don't discredit the guy. And they talked about this interview. If a fighter lose one fight, don't throw him to the woods. Don't discount what he did prior to that one loss. You know, how many losses have we taken? How many investments have you failed at trying to make $1 million? You know what I mean? You didn't stop trying. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if Errol Spence lose, if Terrence Crawford gets upset on that side, I don't see Terrence Crawford getting beat. I think Errol Spence has much higher propensity, has a higher percentage, not propensity, has a higher percentage of getting defeated. And I mean, he got to go through hell to get to Terrence Crawford. You guys may not think it. You guys think these fights are easy. These fights aren't easy, man. I'm telling you, beating A-level fighters is not easy. I'm just trying to tell you. And by Errol Spence saying he would rather face Danny Garcia over Sean Porter proves that he understands how to get the easiest. He thinks Danny Garcia's food. So, so go watch my interview I did with Errol Spence after the weigh-in. No, after the final press conference when he talked about Sean Porter being tough for anybody, and then him saying today that he's food. I mean, that he'll rather face Danny Garcia. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to subscribe, but go to the Breakfast Club. I'm pretty sure if you subscribe to me, you're definitely subscribed over there. So, go ahead and check out the interview, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. They talked about some other things, but I got some paperwork to do in the car, so I'm gonna do that while the car is charging. And so we'll talk to you soon. Barbershop conversation. Talk to you soon, please.